What's up guys? In this video I'm telling you 5 things you need to do before you release your next single. What's up guys? Brandon here from KDMR Music, the channel that teaches you how to succeed in the music business. So if you're new here, we do videos all the time about music marketing tips, different strategy tips, how to find your royalties, and way more than that. So if you're new here, you should definitely consider subscribing. Now, I want to talk to you guys today about things that you should do before you release your next single. A huge mistake that most artists make when they release music is just releasing the music. They don't do anything leading up to it to build any kind of excitement. They don't promote it afterwards. So today we're talking about what you should do in the days, weeks, months leading up to the release of your next single. So the first thing that you're going to want to do when you've got your new song ready to go is test it. You want to test it out and get feedback for the song just to make sure that it really is ready to go and it's not a fluke. The last thing you want to do is build up all this momentum and then release a song and have people trashing it on all the message boards and on your Facebook comments and all that because it's just not that good. So before you do anything, please get feedback for the music to make sure it really is ready to go. Now, I've talked about some of these services in other videos, so I won't belabor the point, but one great way to get that feedback is to use Crowd Review, which is a tool by ReverbNation. And then another thing you can do is submit it to blogs and certain outlets using SubmitHub. I'll leave the links to both of those services in the description below, but they're both great ways to get unbiased feedback and really learn what people like or dislike about your song. Now, once you've got feedback and you've made sure the song is ready to go, make sure you've got it properly mixed and mastered. Now, we talked about this on episode 5 or 6 of the Music Business Dreams podcast with Brian Kidd. We talked about why it's so important to make sure your music is properly mixed and mastered, especially if you're looking to have it submitted for radio play and things like that. So, obviously, the biggest deal with mixing and mastering your music is paying for that service to be done. So if you have a low budget, there's 2 things I want to get you to check out. You can check out another YouTube channel that I'm going to link in the description called The Recording Revolution. Graham does an amazing job of breaking down how you can get a good mix on your music without paying for tons of plugins and without paying anyone else to do it. So if you're willing to put in that time to really learn how to make the song sound good, his resources are great for helping you do that, and they're very inexpensive, and he's got hundreds of tutorials on his channel that are actually available for free. And then once you've got it at least mixed, then you can use something like Lander for mastering, which is an online service. Obviously, some mastering engineers are going to say it's not as good, and it probably isn't, but it's better than nothing. So what they'll do is they'll kind of run your song through an algorithm, figure out what needs to be boosted, what needs to be cut to make the song sound as good as possible with what you have. So those are 2 resources that'll help you get good mixes and a good master on your song so that it's at least ready for local radio play. That's always a plus. So after you've got your music mixed, you've got it mastered, you've got feedback, then of course you want to make sure you've got great artwork to go with it. It's not enough to just put your link on SoundCloud. You want to promote this like a real deal. So hire a graphic designer, go on Fiverr. There are plenty of services that will help you get at least a good copy of some single artwork that you can use when you put your music on iTunes and Spotify and all of those things, as well as when you submit it to blogs. Think about it. Most people who are going to interact with your music are going to interact with it on their phone. They're going to see it on Spotify, they're going to see it on Apple, or even SoundCloud. And all of those areas have artwork. If your artwork looks professional, it's more likely to get someone to press the play button. Now, whether or not they stay is going to be determined based on, how good the music actually is. But you always want to give yourself a good head start. So if you've got the music mixed, you've got it mastered, you've got it ready to go, you've got the artwork, then of course you want to find someone to pitch it to. I suggest finding at least 3 different media outlets. Now these can be blogs, these can be the local newspaper in your hometown, these can even be big sites like Complex and Pigeons and Planes and Pitchfork and stuff like that. Obviously those are for the major players or someone who's got some sort of connections already. But hey, the sky's the limit. So what you'll want to do is look at the outlets that you think you want your music to fit well on, and reach out to different editors, reach out to the writers, reach out to the people who contribute articles to that blog, and you're going to email them. You at least want to give it like a month, so because you're going to email them about pitching, or you're going to pitch them about premiering your music on their website. So you want to give them time to respond. And of course, if one person says they want to premiere it, you don't want to let someone else premiere it too, because that's going to cause some bad blood between you and that publication. But at least pick 3 that you want to pitch to give yourself some success with getting press and getting new eyes on your music every time you release it. Now that you've pitched your music to press, there's one last step I want you to take. Now, of course, you're going to be uploading your music to your streaming provider weeks in advance, hopefully. And that's going to allow you to take advantage of Spotify's brand new playlist promotion tool. So what this is you log into your Spotify for Artists account. It's free, so you should certainly sign up for one if you haven't already. But you log into your Spotify for Artists account, and you can actually see your upcoming releases that are going to be on the platform. So what you'll want to do is select those and pitch them to Spotify for the playlist. They allow you to write a description, write some tags, write something about your bio, your links to your website, and those songs are going to go and basically be sorted by Spotify's algorithm, and they'll help to find the best playlist for you to go on. Now, there have been artists that have been having really good success while this program is in beta, and now it's open to the public. So it may do well for you and may not. But again, these are all just opportunities to have your music seen by more and more people who are willing to listen. Every little bit helps. So those are the 5 things that you should definitely do before releasing your next single. And those are going to get you the best chances of success and get you the best chances to getting a lot of eyes and ears on your content. Now, if you want more tips on how to market your music, I did write a book called The Music Marketing Guidebook, and that is available. I'll leave the link in the description below. But you can also follow us on social media. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you can subscribe to our podcast, Music Business Dreams. Now, if you want to get even more advice, if you have questions you want to ask and get answered before these videos come out every week, join the Indie Club on Facebook. I'll leave the links to all of that in the description below. So, till next time, peace.